time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. Steve O, JB, B Hudson and T Swin. Gon' get your mind right, let's dive in the deep end and attack the issues and problems that hound us today. Yeah, we out here in the field, but we ain't coming to play. We all shepherds trying to keep the flock from going astray. If you wanna be the change, then let's be it today. Now there's always obstacles that's gonna get in your way, but it's important how you handle it, maneuver and pray. We keep you up to date with current affairs. We all know that the structure been broken, so let's make the repairs. There's a culture trying to cancel us and give you a spin, but you can come and get the truth from this panel of men. We on 10, going in, let the speech be free. We about to knock down the doors, you can keep the key. God first, then man, so let's execute the plan and deliver the message so the people can understand. Like, the time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. The time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be wrong.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Shout out to everybody tuning in right now. That the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. So we got a good show for you. And it's going to be an excellent gift. Got all the fellas back together too. Shout out to all the fellas that's back in the room, you know what I'm saying? But today we're going to talk about something called dream killers. Yeah, dream killers, killer of dreams. However you want to word it, backwards or forward, dream killers. That's a subject that we got to talk about, man. It can be your family. It can be your friends. It can be your coworkers. It can be the preacher. It can be the pastor. It can be the first lady. We finna touch on it all. So I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to shout it and pass it to my boy T Swin to bring everybody in. By the way, I'm LDC1. Let's get it on.
What up, everybody? It's your favorite rapping expediter, man. Mr. Transportation Music itself, T Swin, back for the win, man. Tonight we're going to have a good show. Got the whole crew together. And, man, y'all vibe out and ride with us. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe, man. And follow us on all podcast streaming platforms. About to bring in my other co-hosts.
Hey, Justice and Peace, it's a pleasure to be back. It's been an amazing time. I had to take a little break to go take care of some business at home with the mama. But I'm glad to be back, to be with the fellas, and to talk about the dream killers. You make sure that y'all definitely pay attention and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy J Bean. Just happy to see all the fellas back together again. It's been a minute, huh? So,
yes, sir.
You know, we have a good show. We're gonna have some positive, good information for everybody. Let's get the show rolling, man.
Yes, sir, man. And the show has been brought to you by CTR Media Network. Get the mug rolling. Yes, sir. There's been a lot of stuff going on happening in the news, man. How y'all been, man? What's going on, bro?
Boy,
good,
man. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The most recent thing I can tell y'all that y'all probably been hearing about on social media, Justin Pearson and Justin Jones.
Oh, yeah.
You heard about those two over there in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You know, that's been. I want people to pay attention to something. Talk about dream killers, and I'm gonna start it off like this. These two young men, they're black brothers, right? They're supposed to be representing their district in their area. Okay, so I'm gonna be the Martin Luther King had a dream. Okay, and there was a lot of killers that came after Martin Luther King and his dream. He had a vision, he had a purpose, he had a passion, and he had a service mindset for the people. It was nothing fake. When Martin Luther King spoke, and when you saw Martin Luther King in his presence and how he dealt with people, it wasn't for show. It wasn't for a political purpose. He had no political agenda. His agenda was for the people. And people knew Martin Luther King was the truth. But now these two young men, they're posing themselves. And y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. These two young men are posing themselves as black men, right, for the community, but their track record shows nothing that they've done for the people that look like me and you. But they're posing themselves as if, and then to make it, now this is very personal to me because this man, one of them for sure, but both of them, they talk about this Jesus Christ, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you talk about Martin Luther King, you talk about Jesus Christ and what they've done for humanity. And these two come up after opposing themselves to be a certain way. But their history, their track record doesn't add up. And I'm going to tell you something. These two, I'm going to tell you, they are dream killers. Why am I saying that? They're dream killers because a dream of black men, black women, black boys and girls in this day and age are trying to fulfill their destiny for what they've been born to commit and subdue the earth in the manner that God created them to be. But these two are representing not black people, they're representing a political agenda, and representing a political agenda before the people and not for the people is a name and dream killers for the people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They appear to be imposters to me from the little research I did on them.
Come on, man.
We've had it wouldn't be the first imposters, you know.
There you go.
Trying to enforce a political agenda and using our pain or trauma.
Yes.
To promote their propaganda or whatever. So we've seen it numerous times in our community. People come in, they do what they do what they need to do for themselves, and they bounce out, and the people are still hurt and unserved. Yeah.
It's like election time. Like election
All
time, you see everybody. Election time,
all
everybody
the time,
in the hood,
bro.
everybody in the projects, and then after they get their position, you don't see them no more. I mean, we just talking
no, you
about
don't. But another thing people always bring up too is that, you know, everybody else pays the politicians to execute their plan. We ain't putting no money in their pockets. You know what I'm saying? They come in and get our votes. They come in and do the latest dance. You know what I'm saying? They get out and down, get sturdy, do the cabbage patch, do the Dougie, something like that, and then they gone. And people are satisfied with that. They give them their vote, and we don't get nothing.
I mean, why are people still complaining? That's been the game since the 1800s. I mean, for real, why are people?
Ain't no change.
Some issues. Why are we still complaining about it? It's like kind of like in Houston we have a tollway, and everybody be like, "Oh, well, the tollway should have went away. It's supposed to been built to pay for this road, but we still paying all these fees on it every time we cross it." Years. So
I say, man, just do what you can, take care of you and yours, man, within the system that we living in. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But so man, dream killers. What are dream killers, and how do they affect people's ability to achieve their goals and pursue their dreams? What y'all say about that?
I mean, dream killer, I think it's the hood definition
man.
of
Dream
behavior.
killers, man. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Shit, man. I can honestly say, man, dream killers have been family members.
Yeah.
People have been in relationships with, co-workers, associates, you know what I'm saying? Even close friends. Shoot, man, I remember, man, just like, man, my father was a dream killer one time, man. When I started my business, I was telling him about the business I wanted to start. And he was like, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna, because he never seen it. He had never done it. But also, too, all the people around his age, they never had a boss mentality. They only had a worker mentality. None of them even knew the information on how to start a business, run a business, what numbers you needed, what certifications you needed. They had always been in the worker position. And so here I come. Shoot, I learned all this in about 6 to 8 months. I get everything put in position. So because my pops talked down on my idea, I went in and just started. I said, man, I had this vision. Let me go do it, man. I went out there, started running the roads myself. I came back. My pop like, where you been at? I said, I've been in Canada. I've been in Miami, man. I've been in LA. I've been everywhere. He said, when you do that? I said, I've been gone. You know what I'm saying? You say, doing what? He say, man, in that Sprinter van? I say, yeah. What kind of money you making? $1,700 here, $1,900, $2,000 here, $4,000, $4,500 He like, for real? I say, hey, Pops, you want to ride with me? We can go hang out and meet your buddy, man. I ain't got to drop this load till Tuesday. It's the weekend. We can go hang out in Detroit. He said, all right, cool. So he come ride with me. He see how I'm business, man, up there. We go chill out. We hang out with his buddy, man. We get some food. We kick it. We drop the load out Tuesday. I had got a hotel room for it. He older, so he needed a room. He wasn't trying to sleep in the van. And so we get the room. While I'm in the room, I'm on the phone with brokers negotiating loads, man. I get another load for $1,000 running somewhere down south. Because I wanted to see my daughters. So I got a load running down close to Mississippi to go see my kids. He had never seen nobody do that. He didn't know nothing about how to, get your own load. He had always been working for friends that was cheating him out of money. Man, we go drop the load. We get back to Texas, man. I say, Pop, here you go. I put $1,700 in his hand. Our brand new $100 bills. I say, there you go, man. That's for me. He's like, this for real? I say, hell yeah, it's for real. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time, man, family can be dream killers. Yeah. They can stop you because they ain't never seen something or they ain't never accomplished it, so they put their limits on you. And sometimes you just got to step out there. If it's uncharted waters, step out there, be the first person in your family to take that risk, man, and make that change and break that cycle.
Yeah.
And I was the first one in my family.
Yeah, Steve Harvey said something up to that. When you get to that edge, you got to jump. I mean, a lot of people are scared to get to the edge and jump. You do got to jump.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot, sometimes with your family, though, it's like they're just trying to protect you, though, too. Sometimes they be killing, they be killing your dream, but they also be like, it's the fear of the unknown, especially if you like succeeding in one area. They're like, okay, he's doing well doing this. Now he's going to jump over to this. So, they just look at, sometimes they just, they not intentionally trying to kill your dream. It's just that, they're just trying to protect you from yourself. At least they feel like they're protecting you from yourself instead of letting you trying to like spread your wings and grow. You know what I'm saying?
Protection be a killer too. I mean, you can protect somebody till you're killing it, but I think ultimately, if you behind somebody in dreams, you're gonna give them that push. You gotta, I'm a peacock. Let me fly. It's off that movie. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't watch it. I'm a peacock. Y'all let me fly. What movie?
The Good Guys.
Man.
The Good Guys, man. Well, Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Really like
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
I mean, if you bird, you gotta let a bird fly. Cause imagine, like you just said, right? You got this baby bird, and then you got the mother bird say, "Man, I'm so scared for you to jump off the nest. So just stay here. Just stay here with me. Don't worry about flying. Just stay on my back forever until this bird get too big to be on your back, right?" So eventually, you got to push him off the nest. So I think, you're right. You don't mean a dream kill, but it's a dream kill. Like even somebody who can hold you back. It's like putting a rope around your leg. That's a dream killer too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I look at it too, every dream, depending on dreams comes in different levels, and everybody in their purpose in life come at different stages and different levels also. So, but whatever the dream may be, when you have a dream and you want to pursue the dream, that dream is definitely going to have some conflicts in reality. And depending on how powerful or how much of a purpose you have in life based on what you know from a dream is going to equal to the amount of attacks and problems that you're going to face. Just like when people say more money, more problems. Well, the greater your purpose, the greater your dream, the greater the problem. But keep in mind that should be an encouragement to you when you face problems, because when you have those problems, when you already know your dream and your vision, that alone is going to give you confidence and boldness and assurance to make sure that you know that you can accomplish what you need based on that difficult moment. Because when you pass and go through that problem, that situation, that does make you a better man, a better woman, a better girl in the future. If that makes any sense.
Facts. You know who a dream killer?
Yeah, I'm gonna come with some obstacles, man.
Oh, facts.
Who?
You know who dream killer me though? Churches. Being that I've been to resist churches, to me, a dream killer.
Well, what is your definition of a church?
Church supposed to be somewhere there on the Lord. It could be built. Churches first of all, but I'm talking about the physical church. To me is dream killer. The the physical representation of what a church should be, them dream killers. Bunch of dream killers.
Man, explain, bro. Explain.
Oh, because you have a bunch of $1 million financially wealthy pastors who got all these broke people who sit in a church suffering every day. Instead of getting these collection dream killers. I done seen pastors, I done seen people who stuck in church pastors won't even release them to go get other jobs, won't even release them to go live a better life, won't even release them to go have a vacation. It's like you got to stay under me, follow me. Dream killers. A lot of these pastors, a lot of these churches, to me, is dream musicians. Me, look at me. I was stuck under the so-called black church. I was stuck in there. You know what? It's musicians out here making 500, like you say, 500,000. I didn't know that, right? I didn't know my position paid the way. You know what I was getting paid for? My people was paying me $75. I was just sitting 8 hours at a church playing. Here you go. I ain't know no better. You see what I'm saying? I ain't know no better. They knew better. They knew when musicians get paid. That's why they had me there all night. It was $75 until I know him. And then when I found better, it's like, oh, you got to go. I never left a church where it was in good spirit. I never left church where it was like, oh, good, you're going to the next one. You're going to the next level. Nah, why you think people don't return back to churches? Why you think musicians really don't return back to dream killers? They never release me. Look at all the music I do. Well, I told you right now, T-Swin, I said, man, I'm at my church, you said, man, you doing songs and music? No, they don't even know I do music. I said, nah. Dream killers. They don't want to see why. So they going to dream kill it. They don't want to see. You get what I'm saying?
Whoa, okay.
So it's a bunch of dream. To me, churches, these pastors that can, because there's a lot of pastors, like, I'm serious, they can help. There's a lot of these pastors that can help. They can help. They can really push their members. It's really, I ain't saying there's some churches really push their members to go push them to jobs or push. Oh, if you're going to be that type of church, at least give these members jobs where you can sustain their lifestyle, sustain their families. You know, really put them in position. Give them a job. Stop doing stop this or want everything for free, but you want all these tithes and offering to you. Dream killers, man. Dream killers. I got a lot. If you walk in the church, now like people stuff. You walk in every church, they sitting at the front row. I'm broke. They're gonna do the same prophecy. Oh, you broke, you sick. Everybody gonna fall out. Okay, when you gonna pick some of these members up and say, you know what? I'm a pastor. You know what? I got a business. Let me bring some of y'all over here. Let me bring you out to check out. I see you've been suffering, Sister Johnson and Brother Matthew. Let me bring you over here. Let me put you in a position. Let me do that instead of putting my own kids in my own family position. Let me help out the church. Let me help out the people in these church. Because you got a lot of these churches for their family. And it happens, man. I've seen it a lot of times. So that's to me, and I'm like you. I'm gonna sit there because I know the church. You got a lot of people who really depend on who really loves God, who really fall when they hear His name, everything. They really worship God. And a lot of these pastors, they take advantage. They take advantage of these broke. Oh yeah, well, give me the money, and you just gotta pray that your lights be on. That's a lie. That's a lie. You don't pay your dog and bill, your lights gonna be off Monday. I already did it. I went to the church. Pastor, can I get extra 10? Hey, brother, I ain't got it. Well, my lights was off the next day. I was at your church playing for 8 hours. You told me to believe in you, give you my last. I would go home and my lights would be on. Well, my lights was off for almost a week. And church wouldn't even give me a dime to help me with my lights back on. So it's a bunch of drink, man. This happening.
And you playing faithfully.
Until you in that position, you don't even know it. Until you're in that position of being and musicians kind of right behind the pastor. You got the first lady, but we behind everything. We see everything. You get what I'm saying? So we see all this, and I see a lot of help that be given, but I see a lot of dream killing in the church.
Let me ask you this. Everybody has a job, if it's personal business or you go to a job and you get paid for the service that you do. Now, if you go to a job, a place of employment, it has the title, has the name. You know, you go in there, you know what you need to do you work to get a paycheck. And if the manager or the boss of that company or that job doesn't give you what you've worked for, would you stay or would you go to that job? Would you continue to work there? No, you won't. So what am I saying? A church.
It's about decision and choice, man.
The reason why I asked him his definition of a church, because what he described is not a church. So if you're going to a place that doesn't represent a church that Jesus intended for the church to be, that's not a church anyway. So, in other words, what I'm saying is, brothers and sisters, when you come of age to know the truth, and you understand the truth, it's up to you to accept where you are and get robbed of your time and of your efforts at a place where you say that is a church, or you leave that place. So, but if you don't leave that place, then guess what? You're going to get robbed from that establishment. So I understand what one person is saying. Shanique was saying, I understand what LDCI is saying, and I'm glad you do.
LDC1, bro.
Oh, LDC1, excuse me, but I'm glad you do. And this is what I want y'all to understand is that every church ain't a church of Christ. Majority of churches are not a true church or representation, and that's why. And I can feel my brother because I know he's experienced. He's seen a lot in church. I did too, but because of my experiences, I didn't allow those experiences to keep me there. I left the church. I done a lot in church. I did quite a bit in church, but my mindset wasn't to be in church to receive any pay of anything that which I was doing. I could have got paid, but I didn't. But once I realized that the church that I was going to wasn't the church that I knew should be a representation of church based on the Holy Scriptures, I left the church. And I was not going to go back to church, but I went back to church because I found a church that is a true church. So it's up to you as an individual to understand the difference between a true church and a false church, just like a true pastor or a true prophet or a false prophet, because the scriptures states that this is what will happen in the last days between the true church of Christ and the false church of Christ.
Let me say this, but I think we're getting off subject. The question is, T-Swin's subject is, we're getting off subject, getting too deep. The subject is, it's not about you. You say you got out of church. We understand that's you. The subject is dream killers. I'm talking about, see, you left the subject. See, you leaving the subject. Subject is dream killers. So you need to get on the subject. If you've been in the church like me, you done seen dream killers. So we on the subject of not so-called you leaving the church. My subject wasn't about me leaving the church. We were about dream killers. I'm saying churches, these buildings or whatever. I ain't going deep religion about the church. You know what I mean? People go to church every Sunday, so we can't pretend like they going. But you can't pretend like they not getting brainwashed is what I'm saying. They're getting brain. Like when I just told you I went home weeks with my lights off, that's what they mean by agree with me. You leaving the subject matter. We talking about dream killing pastors, dream killing churches, dream killing buildings. So these people are going, like you just said, we got to pretend like this. People are going every Sunday, getting in their cars, going to these buildings, getting brainwashed and coming home broke, looking for food. I just left churches where people are walking to church in the sun. The pastor got a full van, got a full Escalade, and people are walking home in the sun home from leaving the church. Dream killers. You ain't pushing them into a vehicle.
A dream killer.
So that's what I'm saying. We ain't on the subject as far as what you left.
A dream killer. A dream killer when it comes to a church. A dream killer when it comes to a church. A dream killer. What is so I asked you a definition about church. You didn't give it a definition of church. So now what is your definition of dream?
No, I didn't give a definition.
Because a dream, my brother. Now you're saying a dream killer. So now we need to know what's your definition of a dream, because you don't know the definition of a church. So you don't know the definition of a dream, because if you knew understand the definition of a dream,
I just named 100 things.
A dream, my brother. Let me give you the definition of a dream.
Oh man!
Let me give you a definition of a dream.
No.
A dream.
All right, bro. Hey, we're gonna move it along. We're gonna move it along, man. So we can see that dream killers can be people in positions of power. It could be a supervisor. It could be it could be somebody like that. Now,
so yes,
I got an example. I got an example for that, man. Now, let me tell the story real quick. I got an example of that. I got my brother. He's a boat captain. His dream was to become a captain, but it took him a long way to get to that route because he had dream killers above him. You know what I'm saying? Right. He had captains that saw his potential, had him doing the work without to pay for the position, wanted to keep him at a low position, up under them so he could do all the work. So my brother was about to give up. He was about to give up because he saw that it was looking like his dream was out of reach. And man, he was broken. His spirit was broken. He said, "Bro, I think I'm about to get out this field." He said, "Won't nobody let me put me in the program to be the I'm trying to be. They keep trying to keep me at a low position." He said, "I drive better than they do." So that day, he was about to give up. The next day, his company did a surprise like drug inspection. Supposedly, there was a rumor going on that the captain of that boat was on drugs. So they brought drug sniffing dogs onto the boat. The captain saw the dogs. He grabbed his bags, packed them up real quick, and left and quit. So they replaced that captain with a new captain. The new captain saw my brother's potential and said, "Hey, man, they got you in the program yet? You try the hell out of boat." He was like, "Nah." He said, "Well, I'm about to put you in." That dude signed up for all the paperwork, put him in the program, and that's how he got a chance to finally be a captain. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be people over you that hold you down in positions. I can honestly say in the military, I had people try to hold me or keep me from getting certain qualifications. You know what I'm saying? I had goals to reach a certain thing or achieve a certain goal. And they would find out, and sometimes it was because of color, sometimes because of race. You know what I'm saying? And they would keep me from reaching these goals. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they in a hierarchy that you can't do nothing with their chain of command. You either gonna have to just change commands and go somewhere else, or move along, change positions. But man, dream killers come in all forms and shapes.
Let me ask
now
you,
back to the panel.
let me ask y'all this question. Let me ask y'all this question. When it comes to a dream, is a dream
go ahead
for you as an individual? And if so, why would a dream be for you as an individual? That's the question. If I brought that forth to y'all with understanding, if you have a dream, if that dream for you as an individual?
You said if you have a dream, is that
it's
dream
a goal?
for you?
It's a personal goal or personal vision.
Yeah, it's a personal goal. Yeah,
definitely.
Or sometimes it's be for like your family or you want to help your family, but most time it's an individual or personal goal.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let me based on
dream killers, man. That's the
okay.
I think a lot of people. I know a lot of people have in relationships, and you got dream killers. A lot of people hold you down in relationships. Like, no, that's serious. A lot of haters in relationships it could be some people don't want you to make more money than them. Some people feel like it's a power thing. Relationships,
yeah, because it'd be a change of power.
Yeah, it's a power thing. I'm saying it's always a power thing. That's the thing with a hater. It's a power thing. Or don't want to see you succeed. I mean, you got people that are killed. You talking about dream killers, the word killers. You got people that are killed so you don't achieve. Look at all these people that I got, like we just talked about for the show. Many people that got murdered. Artists and everything get murdered because of their positions, because of what they status or what they was finna, Malcolm X, political figures. Well, Martin Luther King was finna.
People was doing positive things in the neighborhood.
You know, they saying Pac was out because they saying Pac could literally. They were scared Pac could just go to the White House and literally say, "I'm finna go walk in here with," and 1,000 people would have went down there with Tupac. They had to get rid of it. Like, they had to kill that dream. They had to kill that dream of power with us. You know, every time we rise up, y'all notice it's a knock. It's something. It's gonna kill our dreams. It's a thing to keep our dreams grounded. Like, okay, we're gonna let y'all get here, but y'all not gonna. We're gonna kill it every time. You know.
Well, the reason why
is always something visual to place fear in people's hearts.
The reason why I asked that question because I want the listeners to hear this, because if you don't agree with this, I would like to know why, because you can't really agree with it if you really think about it. I want to take it to another level. I want to take it from the foundation. I want to take it to this point. Many of you did say, y'all said the dream is for you as an individual, but I dare to say that's not a dream. When you have a dream, a true dream that comes from within, a dream is always for a greater cause that's bigger than you. And you can look at all the leaders from the past to present. Their dreams was not for them. It was for a greater purpose that included their family and those that was beyond their borders.
Who
And
said
if
a dream? My bad. Who said a dream was for you? Who said? You said one of us said that?
I said dreams are mostly like personal goals or visions. But the thing about that is too, man.
That's what I
It takes
think.
an
I would have been
individual.
against. Nah, I don't think personal.
It takes an individual. Like Tupac said, man. He said, what he said, I'm gonna plant the seed to spark their mind, like the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that individual and their vision that persuades other people, gets their attention, and make them want to join on and make their vision bigger than what it is. But at least takes one person and they goal or their vision. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all saying the same thing.
It takes that one person.
I'm like, I don't believe a dream is for one person. I think a dream is for.
I know it can start off individual, but
a
group can grow that to something bigger and
my dreams
better.
ain't even for my family, my children, people around me. My dreams ain't even for myself.
Like somebody has to have the vision to take off. You know, somebody has to have the vision.
Yeah.
So like you might has to spark.
But I got a turnaround question.
Yeah, somebody has to plant the seed that starts the vision. You know, starts to bring emotion.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. We got like a little delay going. I don't know. It's like a little delay.
Yeah. Okay.
But my question was, I had opposite. Have any of y'all ever been a dream killer? I have.
Nah, bro.
You ain't never been a dream killer. Nobody.
No.
Nobody.
I've always tried to help. I've always tried to help people, and I can honestly say, man, the helping people. I hurt myself helping people trying to achieve their dreams and goals. I ain't never tried to cut nobody dream off.
I'm going back to
what I'm saying. I ain't never
way back childhood when I used to, trip people on the racetrack. But because I ain't want nobody to beat me. I call myself a dream killer because I was like, nah. In that instant, I was always on the opposite side trying to help too. I was in relationships. I was trying to send people to school, or I would buy people, people to help their dreams, and while killing my dreams. You know what I'm saying? So, and I hate to use I hate to use the word my dreams, but the dreams I had for others, for people around me. You know what I'm saying? Because my dreams are never for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Shaniqua said, "You are the dream."
We got Shaniqua,
and that dream help attract for the better, which help people.
What'd you think about that?
That's true. That's true. That's what we were saying. That's pretty much what we were saying.
Absolutely.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dream might give somebody else purpose. You know what I'm saying?
So how you think dream killers are created? What you think makes a dream killer, man? What creates and what put a mind frame of dream? I mean, what creates a dream? Because I don't think you're born hating. You know what I'm saying? It got to be something. What makes you what you think creates a dream killer? You know what I'm saying? Somebody just don't want you to see. What think creates a person like that?
I would say envy, man. Envy and jealousy. Somebody afraid that you're gonna surpass them. You know what I'm saying? Or you getting more attention. All of a sudden, you getting more attention than them, and they don't feel comfortable with that. They comfortable with getting all the attention. You know? Yeah, Shaniqua will say jealous.
Yeah. I say I've never been.
That's what I think, man.
Yeah. I never got in a dream killer. At least I don't think I have. You know, it's just sometimes you do knowing that you did it. You know, you take a step, do an action, you be like, okay. But it's this point of view. For me, it's like me correcting the negative behavior. Like, oh, you crushing my dreams. You know. You get what I'm saying?
Fact. Fact. Have y'all ever you ever witnessed
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Byron.
This lag. Have y'all ever witnessed somebody? Have you ever witnessed a dream killer in person and let it slide, or did y'all say something to the dream killer? Basically, have you ever noticed a hater hating right there by you, or hating on another person? Have you ever confronted a hater like that? Have any of y'all ever confronted another hater and be like, man, you know what, chill out with that, brought it to their attention what they was doing? You know what I'm saying?
What's that? Confronted another hater. So you saying you was a hater yourself, confronting another hater? Man, yeah, I've
Like,
confronted
man, you
people,
quit hating
bro, and I
on
pull
me,
people to the side. I've confronted people and I pull people to the side and let them know the real. When somebody tried to smash their dream or something like that, I try. If I got information on that dream or that goal, I pull them to the side and I give them the game. I say, hey, you can talk to this person, man. Here's another route for you to go. I hate when people hold information from people because they don't want to see them win. So I can't stand that. I can't stand that. We have a lot of older people, man. They'll sit back and watch you bump your head and laugh at you and be holding the very information that you need so you can move to the next level. I can't stand people like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I give it to the people,
had
man.
that happen
like,
to me a couple of times, man.
Yeah. And like, man, like sometimes, man, finances can be a dream killer. Sometimes your finances can keep you from executing or walking through certain doors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we grew up poor. So there was a lot of things I wanted to do I couldn't do because my parents couldn't afford it. So when I got grown, I said, man, I was going to make this opportunity. Whatever thing they wanted to try to venture off into, I said I was going to be able to provide for them so they can go and broaden their horizons, you know what I'm saying, and go see the world more than what I saw when I was coming up as a kid. Because I didn't want dreams. You know what I'm saying? I had, all this potential in the world, all this athletic potential, but we didn't have the money to fund none of it. Couldn't pay for no personal trainers, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff. Or participate in certain programs because they cost us a certain money. Nobody had money to pay for it, couldn't raise the money. So I said when I had my own kids, I was going to make sure that they was going to be a part of whatever they want to be a part of, from gymnastics to martial arts to music to everything, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
One thing about when you pursue your dreams, I know with me, I have a couple of things that I've always prayed for that hasn't come to pass yet, but I know it will. But one thing I'm very grateful, man, like I said earlier, is that, boy, when you get that phone call, one of my greatest desires to really bless my mom with some things before she leaves this earth, because unlike like some of you all, man, grew up poor and it was tough. And my mom raised all 6 kids, and my dad died when I was a little baby. And I saw my mom go through a lot. And even when she didn't have, she still was giving to other people. And one of my prayers has always been, Lord, keep my mother long enough until you bless me to that point where I can give her some stuff she's never had. And boy, when I went home and saw my mother in that condition, I brought that back to God and said, God, keep my mother, because I almost lost my mother. And and I never saw my mother in that condition, and it was tough. But I went back on my faith and the prayers that I've been having since I was a kid. Lord, bring me to a point where I can get back to my mother. And God restored my mother and brought her back to life, and she's recovering very well. And I'm a living testament. That's why, when it comes to my faith, and when it comes to God, and it comes to dreams, and wanting to pursue things in life, and your dream is greater than you. I would love and prayed that my mom would still be alive to see when the greatest dream that God has given me in vision and purpose really comes to pass, that she'd be here. And God so far has been keeping that his word and his, and I'm appreciative of that, because dreams, more than anything, if you really have a dream, brothers and sisters out there, you can hold on to that dream to push you when you really down and out. You hold on to that dream, you remember, you draw back to everything that what is true and desire to have. You hold on to it regardless of what you're going through, because sometimes, man, that dream alone will motivate you and push you to keep going. Your dream. I mean, you feel me, right, Tony?
Yeah. Yes. For real, bro. I know. Sometimes you all you got in that dream is all that you have to motivate you. And man, you got to stay focused.
Yeah,
You
man.
gotta stay focused. Get up, man. Play stuff, hang stuff up on the wall, hang someone, put it on the mirror when you go in there to brush your teeth in the morning. Stay reminded of your goal and your vision, man. Stay on it. Because if you keep pushing, you will achieve it.
That's right.
So how do you heal a dream killer?
Yeah,
man-
sometimes you can be your own dream killer too, though. What about that? What y'all think about that?
Yeah, you can. You can doubt yourself. Sometimes, man, our worst enemies. A lot of time, our worst enemies is our own self. We got voices in our head telling us negative things. Nobody even said nothing negative to us, but the negative things are already in our mind. Oh, you ain't gonna be able to do that. You ain't gonna make that. You ain't gonna be able to achieve that. Man, you playing yourself. Sometimes the voices come in. So you gotta change those thoughts with positive affirmations. Replace them. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself around positive people. Put yourself around the mentors that are in the positions that you're trying to get to, or they can help you get to that next level. So they can keep pushing you and motivate. You can stay focused on the positive. You know?
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm gonna share this
Yeah,
with
you need
y'all,
your own.
man.
You need your own little tribe, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share this with y'all, man. You know, when I was a little kid, man, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't even know if y'all know of it or heard of it. Shaka Zulu. Have you ever saw that? Man, Shaka Zulu.
Yeah.
This brother here, man, from birth, he was prophesied on, man, in a dream he had, and he went through all that, them struggles, and him and his mom moving through one country to the next, and different parts of Africa, trying to escape from being killed. And then he rose up and finally became king of Zulu, man. And, and all that he had to go through, all those adversities, and, knowing that he was being sought after to be killed, and seeing the struggles of his mom, man. I relate so much to that story. And, and his mom was able to see him become king, and he took care of his mama. Boy, that's a powerful movie, man, and that's one of my greatest movies of all time, man, right there. Shaka Zulu.
Yeah, Shaka Zulu. Yeah, they used to play that a lot, man, around Black History Month. Back in the day, it used to come on regular TV, and it'd be followed right along with Roots.
Yeah.
So, man, we got another comment from Shanika's World. It says, "Wasn't it not our parents' choice to be poor? So did they not have a dream to not be poor because we did not end up the same?"
Whoa, that's the truth.
I can understand. I can honestly say, man, that a mind state, you know what I'm saying, that being brought up in a certain mind state will keep you poor, thinking you don't deserve better or you shouldn't strive for better. I can understand that. And people,
but you saying,
put they
she's saying, I think she's saying when you
wasn't
said
it not
you
our parents' choice to be poor?
Remember you said something about your parents. Remember you said you wanted to do things as a kid, but you didn't have the money or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think she's saying, didn't your parents achieve their goal with you? So maybe they dream work because you kind of made it, man.
Oh, okay.
You're not in that same position. So maybe they dream for you work. You just said, well, I didn't get to do the things when I was, well, maybe that was part of their dream. Maybe they was their dream process. But she's saying, I feel she's saying, ain't you at where you at because of their dream? And that's deep because you based it on money. But I feel she's saying, so how you know that when your daddy and mama dream? Are you not where you want to be right now? So how you know that wasn't a dream that you had to go through that, but that was part of a dream that you went through that? I couldn't get you that toy. I couldn't send you to ask the world. It's part of the dream. I'm trying to make sure you good at this age where you at right now. Look, you on a podcast. You done drove your own van across the world, man. You done went to the Navy and did all these things. So how can you say how you know that when your parents dream? So I think that's what she's saying. If I'm wrong, but I think that's.
Let's see, man. I can say, man, with like my own mind state, she put she put facts. Yeah, I can say my parents. I can honestly say my parents' basic one was to be better than them, to be better off than them. So yeah, I did achieve that. I did achieve that dream, but that was also me just paying attention to my surroundings, saying I didn't want to live the same. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother both ventured off in the fields that my parents never would have even thought of stepping into. You know what I'm saying? because we said, okay, thank you for raising us and giving us your thinking. Now it's time for us to think for ourselves. Our own thinking after that got us in these other positions and places. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. We both set out and did things that our parents had never have done, and we both tapped into things that our parents had no knowledge of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I would say, yeah, to a certain point, yeah, I wound up being better off than my parents. Yeah.
So it wasn't a dream killer you was dealing with. It wasn't dream killing. Like I said, that wasn't so we're saying that wasn't such that as far as your childhood, I wouldn't say.
No, I was saying I was saying not my parents. I was saying sometimes finances can be a dream killer. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they can withhold you back from being able to get to this next step or something, or be able to do something that you need to try to achieve your goal. Sometimes your
I
finances
wouldn't
can
say
be a
fine
dream
because you
killer.
got some people who. What about the people that did without finances? You do got them dreams. You got them dream achievers who did
you
without
got people. Yeah, you got people.
Yeah, finances ain't always the part.
Yeah,
of why you
but
can't
every
make
path and every outcome ain't for everybody. It don't happen the same way. My game plan might not work the same way for you. You might get to step 2. I might have got to step 7 with my game plan. You only get to step 2 and can't get past that. It don't work for everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
When dreams turn to nightmares. Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, the thing too, man.
What advice would you give to somebody that's struggling with a dream killer and feeling discouraged or hopeless about their ability to achieve their dream?
Motivation. It's just to me, it's motivation, determination, man. And that's what you got to do is motivation. That's the thing. Dream killers dream killers like a hammer knocking a nail in the ground. You need motivation. It's just motivation, resistance. You know what I'm saying? So you keep motivating that person. Ignore them. You know, a dream killer is basically somebody who can't do what you can do anyway. There's always somebody who can't do. You know, worst critics you got. You know, the worst critics you got in music. People can't record a song, but they your worst critic. They your worst critic.
Yeah, they got all the answers.
Who hate on actors.
They got all the answers. Ain't did nothing.
Critics in the movies, but they can't get up in there and remember one line. But they are the worst critic. You always got the people.
Yeah.
Those your haters. They can't do what you can do. You know, the slowest running hate against
Hating
the
from the
fastest
sideline.
You know, those are dream killers, man. There's always somebody who can't do what you can do. There's always that person.
Yeah, most of the time, you know, when you know that you really at a low point in life, sometimes the best thing to do is just step away from everything and get to a point with yourself, and you just reflect over everything that's good, you know, in your life. And you have to be appreciative for what you do have. You gotta get away from. Matter of fact, you gotta turn off TV. You gotta turn off the music. You gotta turn off everything and just really get to your stuff and just reflect. It's good to have a self-reflection. That's very important to do that. Matter of fact, daily, if you can, have a self-reflection where you just reflect on yourself. You know, because so much can be going on in the world like now. You know, look, we in Houston. And it seems like now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention. It's like every time you turn around, it's suicides. You know, family suicides, man. Like literally, not just one person, but families are taking themselves out. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting real. And my brothers and sisters, it's not gonna get any easier on us. So we got to start rehearsing now how to care for ourselves, not just for our families, because we're going to go through a tough season as a country, unlike any other time in our lifetime. And take it or leave it. Listen or not, I hope you do. But time for all of this bickering and arguing and fussing with your family and, you know, going after other people. And matter of fact, forget that. You know what? You know, we talking about dream killers, but you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, man. Forget about the dream killers. Who cares about the dream killers? The dream killers is going to be there. But what you should worry about is making sure that you keep yourself together as best you can for yourself and your family, because your family needs you, and my brothers and sisters, we're gonna need each other. In this day and time, you watch and see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be and I don't even know if y'all can understand what's about to happen in our country, the way it's going. Man, this currency, the dollar is dropping. It's about to be chaos in this country.
Yeah, like
Your
me and Joe
money gets
talked
taken
about,
from
man.
you.
The
Huh?
AI is gonna
on,
move
man.
people out of positions. Yeah, it's gonna get real tight. It's
Come
gonna get
on,
real
man.
tight,
And
and you're gonna
man,
need your closest ones to you and your family.
I'm telling you,
So if
man. Come
you
on,
holding
man.
any grudges, man, you better get
Come
rid of them
on.
right now.
Come on, man. Hey, it's time, man. It's real talking, man. It's time to put down that alcohol. It's time to put down every and anything that ain't gonna be that's going to uplift you, because you gonna need some uplifting, my brothers and sisters. And you ain't gonna be able to make it just on your own. You're gonna have a higher power and some people that you know that you can turn to, man, in this day and time, man, because I'm telling you, it's going to be needed. And it's time out, man. I don't, if you want to win the battle, win it. If you want to try to kill my dreams, go ahead and try, because you can't. See? That's the mindset I got. That's the mindset you should have. That's always been my mindset. Dream killers is gonna come. So what? It ain't nothing you can do about me, because I know who holds me.
I believe they necessary though. I believe you don't know. To me, I don't believe your dream is certified until you have a dream killer. You know what I'm saying? Until I get a hater, then I don't know what I'm doing is even affecting anybody. When I get the hater, then I know it's necessary. So I applaud all the dream killers, all the haters. I love y'all. I love all of y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate every last one of y'all that's in my life, if it's any. But like I say, I believe they are necessary, because they are the ones that give you. Sometimes the dream killers are the ones that give you that push you need. The dream killers are the ones that push you to achieve their dreams. Sadly, they do, because people find their strength in different areas. You know what I'm saying? Some people get their strength from yes men, and some people get their strength from no men. You know what I'm saying? So I believe they are necessary, but I do believe they also are created. I believe they are created from having dreams, and somebody killed their dreams. And so when their dreams was killed, they was taught to kill somebody else's dreams. Because you're not born like that. It's you're creating your mind. You're brainwashing to that thing, and it's a hard thing to get rid of. You get what I'm saying? Until you find somebody that just love you out of that. So, like I said, I believe they are necessary. You don't know, like I said, I validate my dream. When I got a dream killer, I know, all right, what I'm doing the real then, because he's sure trying to kill it. He's sure trying to kill it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Say, you ain't doing something right unless you got some haters.
You ain't got no haters.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. So, yeah. So.
Yeah, but in the end of it, man, you can't let them. It's you. It's up to you, man. If you let a person kill your dream, then you just a weak individual anyway. So it's up to you. You shouldn't let anybody talk you out of, doing something you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to motivate yourself. It ain't what the outside world doing. You know what I'm saying? Look how many people that if they would have been talked out of, pursuing their dream, what we wouldn't have got in this world.
Yeah.
So how many people have seen throughout the ages like, oh, that's a crazy idea. We wouldn't have an airplane if the Wright brothers wouldn't have listened to their haters. Yeah.
Advancements in technology and medicine. Everything.
Yeah. So in the end of the day, man, just go. If you have a vision of something, go after it, man. Don't let nobody downgrade you. I have older people, younger, the podcast, when we started the podcast, people like, you gonna do what?
Oh yeah, we got some haters on the podcast. Oh yeah, we got some haters.
I'm like, man, we get paid. You know what I'm saying? We ain't all the way where we want to be yet, but we're gonna keep on grinding, keep on shining, we're gonna eventually get there.
Yeah. So man, here, I got some strategies, man, and some techniques that can help you stay motivated and focused on your goals. 1, create a vision board or a visualization exercise to help you visualize your goals and stay focused on them. 2, break your goals down into smaller, achievable steps and celebrate each milestone you reach. 3, set deadlines for yourself to create a sense of urgency and accountability. 4, Surround yourself with positive people who support your goals and encourage you to keep going. 5, develop a daily routine that includes time for self-care, exercise, and reflection to help you stay balanced and focused. 6, use positive affirmations and self-talk to reinforce your motivation and belief in your ability to achieve your goals. 7, set up a reward system for yourself when you achieve your goals, such as treating yourself to a nice dinner or taking a day off to relax. 8, find a mentor or coach who can offer guidance and support as you work towards your goals. 9, keep track of your progress and reflect on your successes and challenges to learn from your experiences. And 10, stay open to feedback and constructive criticism and use it to improve and grow as you work towards your goals. Those are some tips, man, to stay motivated out there.
Now, Hope Man Cop, I'm gonna need you to define every last one of them things he said. Right. Listen, I want every definition. I want give me every definition. Everything.
Well,
there we go.
Time will not permit for that to
Let's
happen.
get ready to roll.
But overall, I can say what he means by that. So, you know, if you weren't taking notes from that, was very good, T Swin. And so if for a recap, pretty much what he's saying is you got to discipline yourself. Pretty much. Mm-hmm. So the moment we begin to discipline ourselves towards a better us, a better me, you'll see results automatically. That sounds like a rhyme almost. I don't know, but anyway.
Come on to the studio, man. I got
you. Hey, Brian put a beat behind it, bro. He put a beat behind it for you.
Man, hold up. Okay, but you know,
yeah, man.
You know, I'm telling you, man, that discipline is nothing to play with. Once you find a rhythm about yourself and you know yourself and you begin to tune in to that energy within you, and you do whatever, all that stuff that T Swin was doing, and you start seeing results and you stick with it, you'll be your whole inner being and your outer being will change. Even your finances, your health, your mind,
your outlook on life, man.
Yeah, man. Even the way you talk, the way you walk, everything about you would change. You know what? With me, my brothers and sisters, what God has been showing me recently, even now as we talk about dream killers and all this good stuff, man, the more you become aware of the greatness in who you are, man, you are unstoppable. Even when it seems like you ain't accomplishing much, you ain't making much progress. Even if you really are, when you going in the direction that you know is of truth for you. Because things don't happen. This is the thing about society too nowadays. People expecting everything to come quick. But the greatest example is I don't know her correct name now, but we know her as Black China. Right? See what I'm saying?
Changed her name. She supposedly got baptized.
Yeah, you know, but her life, everything about her was quick. Gotta get this, gotta get this chest, gotta get this, gotta get everything was just quick, money. Now she's beginning to come to herself now and realizing, hey, slow this thing up and get back to herself.
Yeah, she said she was forgetting who she was.
Yeah.
She forgot who she was.
Yeah, man.
And she reflected on the damage she done by the image that she portrayed on, to the media and to the public.
I mean, that's like NBA YoungBoy, same thing. He realizing what he did to people, and they trying to clown him. But he said, "Man, I was killing people." Justin Bieber, you got a lot of these artists turning it around. You know what I'm saying? So now, because they realizing what their music was. They realized music is powerful, man.
They realize they're reaching their influence, man. Yeah, they have powerful voices and powerful platforms. Yeah. You got 1 million people following you, bro.
Yeah. What's her real name? I forgot.
I can't think of a real name.
It's just real name.
I can't reach it. I can't remember a real name right at the moment.
Me personally, I just think that comes with age, man. You know.
Yeah, but I applaud everything. Like I applaud that maturity. That what she's doing, the steps she's taking, even the peer pressure. Because a lot of people want to. She had a lot of females based. They looked after her. They went and got the eyelashes.
Exactly.
The BBL.
Shit, everything. And now she's showing them, It reminded me of the scene of Forrest Gump. Remember Forrest was running? And then he turned around.
He had people running behind him.
Yeah, he turned around and said, well, I'm tired. I guess I and everybody like, dang, Black China, we went and got all this stuff done to our body, and you just gonna leave us here looking like this? Nah, man. So I applaud it though, for real.
Absolutely.
I applaud that.
Man, if you like what you're hearing, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell. Man, to follow the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast, man. We're streaming on all podcast streaming platforms, man. iHeart, Pandora, man. Google Podcasts, Amazon, Audible. You can find us everywhere, man. And if you would like to advertise with the podcast, man, hit us up at MCABW podcast at Gmail, man. Come and work with you guys. Let's see. I think it looks like we got another comment. Somebody in the chat.
I don't think you want to read that one.
It's Kabuti,
I knew it, man. I knew it.
There we go. Yeah, Angela.
Yeah, King David. What's up, bro?
Kabuti. He said, "It's Kabuti."
Kabuti. Yeah, we used to have a girl in our driver's ed class. We used to have a girl in our driver's ed class. We used to call Kabuti because most of her body was booty. So
That's crazy, man. But applaud Angela. That's her name, Angela, man.
Yeah.
She got to change her. She got to change her IG name. She still got Black China on her IG though. She got to change to Angela. She ain't let that go yet.
Yeah.
That's how she make her money, man. She ain't gonna let that go.
That name, man. That name. But like I said,
that's
I
her
think
brand.
She got kids. You know what I'm saying? She got kids, and I don't think Rob Kardashian. I don't think he's such a bad dude. Her kid's father. He's not a bad dude.
No, he's not, man. And, we kind of getting off topic, but shoot, he had custody of the kids more time than she do. They with him most of the time.
Right. Yeah. So you just get to an age, you got time, you got to get it right. She can't be out of family, man. And God, look at many people in her field and not made it. So she was blessed and shit. I mean, it's kind of like why you ask like why drug people who don't get out the drug game. Why you been making $1 million a day? Why you just don't get out the game? Why you gotta get caught? Yeah, so many. So she got out the game for some. She just got the game clean. But I applaud her, man. And even though her mama, look at her mom. I mean, I ain't gonna talk about her mama. Yeah, her mom. But, that's another one. That's a whole.
Get it from her mama.
Yeah, she a whole nother level. But you know what I'm saying. But like you say, dream killer. You seen they if anybody, their relationship. You know what I'm saying. If anybody grew up just looking up what they went through together. So you talking about dream killing, man. So I just happy what she had though. I hope they get better. I hope everything good for them. But this was a good show. Shout out to everybody that did viewers tonight. To everybody that tuned in. Man Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had a great show. It was good seeing all you guys tonight too, man.
All time, bro.
It's been a minute, man. It's been a long
time.
Yeah. It was deaf, man.
Man. Oh yeah, man. Since we've been gone, man, my album came out. Transportation Music by your guy T Swin is available, streaming on all music streaming platforms, man. Go get that. It's available now. 12 cuts, they all jamming. Got some stuff on there you ain't heard before. Give it a listen, man. You can find it everywhere, man. All music platforms. Check it out, man. Let me know what you think, man. Hit me up and IG, whatever. You can find me right there. T Swin at T Swin Music on IG. Let me know what you think. What you guys got?
Well, I want to definitely say this, that every time that we get together, man, we got to understand that and I'm sure y'all who listen know that it's very rare, because y'all can tell we all have different characteristics, different personalities, but in saying that, once we get to the point, because we're just beginning, we're growing, and we want y'all to grow with us, and we intend to take this podcast to levels that it tends to be. That's the dream. That should be the dream. And I want to say that along with the dream, I can see greater things happening, because whenever you get people who can come together to want to achieve something positive will come. And and I can say this, just in my own personal life, the positive things, the dreams that I have, the dream killers that have come in my life, has made me a greater person than who I am today. And that's why I can walk my walk, talk my talk, and have the focus and the passion to do what I want. And even when the dream killers came in the form of policing, the dream didn't die, it continues. And my dream, my brothers and sisters, is to see CPIIA, Citizens and Police Immediate Interactive Assistance, that will go all over the country to bring the needed, correct, and direct assistance and help to citizens as it relates to crimes, overcoming crimes, and being proactive against crimes. Because guess what? God made me and gave me the dream, and the dream came true. You see that I'm the world's top cop, and it's a fact. With several historical contributions for the Houston Police Department, you can look it up. It's federally documented. And I'm well on my way to bring what's needed to bring the change, to help citizens. That's always been my passion, and to bring the correct change and the communication between the police and citizens. And I thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. And y'all can follow me on all social media platforms. Be sure to join Men Can Always Be Wrong podcast and my personal YouTube channel at Hoverman Cop on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. Y'all follow me, and y'all can see the direction that I'm going and how it's starting and where it's going and what it will be.
Yes, sir, man. And as a podcast, man, as a whole, we all get together and we do things in the community as a whole to better. And man, I would like to see this podcast grow a lot so we could bring more people in high places and people of influence that can make change in the community, man. We're trying to provide a positive look for people. We're trying to change the narrative that's been put on Black people. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to see us grow, man, grow together and do big things, man. That's one of my dreams, bro. You know, 4 brothers get together, make a successful business, successful show, so we could take care of our families, man, and get out of this hamster wheel. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Most
right.
definitely. I want to leave the people with something, man. You know, I'm gonna actually plug somebody else. It's a guy named David Goggins, man. I don't know if y'all know who Goggins is, man. He hangs out with John Jones. He hangs out with The Rock. You know, he has a book called You Can't Hurt Me, man. You need to check that book. No, it's a good read. It's on Audible. It's a good listen, man. You know, don't let nobody kill your dream, man. It's all up to you, man. You got to persevere. Right when you get to that point where, it looks like the darkest or the grimmest, you're on the cusp of overcoming and getting to where you need to be. So don't never give up, man.
Yes, sir. Well said, Joe. All right. Anybody got anything else to say?
No, sir.
Man, it was a good show, bro, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with us. See y'all next week, man. This has been the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. I'm T Swin.
J Bean.
Hoverman Cop.
LDC1.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man. See y'all next week.
All right, man. See everybody next week, man.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Do you think about me? Smoking on trees, sipping on Hennessy. Switch your lane, throw, had to hit the hobby. Almost bit the sun, so my baby started to scream. Told her calm down, cause you know I got that lean. Gasoline in the tank, and you know I dropped the screen. Peanut butter on the seats, that's the mix that makes it cream. Getting top, F and I, we about to make a scene. You on top, we don't stop, this is what you see in dreams.
There's a new sheriff coming to a city near you, and I'm well on the mission to bring the new era to policing that will change everything that you know it as it relates to communicating, assisting, helping, delivering the correct and justified acts to remove crimes and to help you as a citizen against every crime that comes against you with the solutions to impact your community, your city, and generations to come with CPIIA, Citizens and Police Immediate Interactive Assistance. I cannot do this on my own. I need your help, and we together can for certainly make the change needed for a better city, a better country, for a better future.
What up, everybody? It's your guy, T Swing. As you know, I was recently featured in the Trucker Magazine's March issue for my transportation music. Well, the wait is finally over. The transportation music is here now. Man, you can play it, stream it, download it, buy it, man. Spread the word. Good, clean music that jams. Be a part of history in the making, man. The first ever all transportation music album ever. Our own genre, transportation music. Ride what you got, T Swing. Let's get it.
Yes, let me show you how to pick it up and move it. Homie, this is transportation music. Something to ease your mind while you're cruising. Homie, this is transportation music. CTR is who we are, the media network that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above all. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you're asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself, your health is here. We got it, reaching 350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.